It's important to remember that even though it's up to the company to decide whether or not to extend a job offer, hiring is a mutual selection process, and you should never accept a job with real reservations. But how do you know if it's a good fit from your perspective? What questions can you ask that will give you an honest look into what it would be like to spend 5 full days a week with these people in just a short period of time? One thing you always want to be sure to ask each person you meet with is for a description of the company culture. It's always good to be able to compare how a hiring manager answers that question with how a potential coworker on the interview loop answers it. You'll also want to ask the hiring manager and other team members what the management style and communication style is like of the person to whom you'll be reporting. Make sure to ask what the goals are for the team, as well as what the biggest challenge the person in your potential position will be facing. A relaxed conversation with a company employee can reveal volumes about the job, your role, and the company culture. Don't be afraid to ask questions about your duties. That way, you'll know what you're getting into before you accept the position. In addition to preparing questions, it's extremely important to listen carefully to what others have to say and show your interest by asking follow-up questions based on their comments. If the interviewer is describing something that excites you, feel free to let them know you'd love to hear more. It's always great to show your enthusiasm. Always remember to listen. Avoid the common error of thinking so hard about what your next question should be that you don't have any idea what the person just told you. If the company is a startup or you have another reason to be concerned with its financial stability, it is absolutely your right to ask a manager, VP, or even the CEO if the company is cash flow positive or if they've had to do a round of layoffs in the last few years. Save all your benefits-related questions for the HR manager. Ask him or her to give you a brief summary of the benefits package. It's also well within the norm to want to know things like how many vacation days are offered, but try to avoid making that seem like the most pressing issue on your mind. You can always ask more detailed questions about benefits if an actual offer is extended. If you have a personal situation that needs accommodating, for example, you need to leave every Thursday early to pick your children up from school, let the HR person know. Tell them that you know you're still early on in the process, but that you wanted to be upfront and honest about your situation. Emphasize that if your needs conflict with theirs, you'll do everything you can to look into other options. Even if there are no other options in your mind, if you don't get an offer, it would be helpful to know if your scheduling issue was the deal breaker. Ask the right questions at the interview and you'll have an easier time giving them an answer if the offer comes your way. Good luck. I'm Brie Thiele for the Job Channel Network.